Hey, everyone. My name is Wendy Richmond. I'm the CEO of Results Matter Dental Marketing. And I am doing something kind of starting over again. I have been in business now for, oh gosh, by myself for, let's say 5 years now. And I wanted to kind of talk about some of the trials and tribulations, the different things that I've been going through as a business owner, and just I thought this would be a great kind of starting off point, and just talk a little bit about something that is pretty new that has happened. But first off, let me just let you know a little bit about me. I actually own Results Matter Dental Marketing, and I have been had my own agency for dentists, dental practices, specifically implant dental practices, for the last 3 years. And I have there's been some highs and there's been some lows, and I wanted we're going to talk about those as we go along with these podcasts. But I have at a point where I had at my peak, I had probably 10 offices at one time, making well over 300,000 a year. And now things are kind of diminished, and my model, as I learned, wasn't the best model for what I was doing. And so I'm kind of taking a few steps back and refocusing on the next iteration of my agency. But today I wanted to talk about how I've learned to love my failures. And as you can see, I mean, my office is very plain. There's not much to it. There is some, if you can't see around the walls, I have some inspirational things, and basically it is a workspace. And this is the thing. It is a workspace, and there's not much else that gets done in here but work. And so I wanted to, talk about my failures and why I'm starting to really like them. And I never thought I'd ever say that, but it is true. And I have learned so much. I think I've heard this, I don't know, I followed so many different mentors and gurus and successful people over the years, but it was something about, learning from your failures. You learn more from your failures than you do from successes, and there is something to be said for that. And I never really appreciated my failures in the past, and I finally said, you know what? Let's take a look at that and let's see what that really means and how I can make taking advantage of my failures and learning to love my failures, because every time that I've had a failure in my business, it has, it's made me stop. It's made me get better. It's made me step back and go, okay, what needs to change? And, so and every time, I've gone, maybe I got high, then I stepped back. I didn't get as high, but I had a better quality of life and better clients and all those types of things as the years went on. And I started to change, and I started to take a look at who I am as a small business owner and with an agency. And so I've really now, and one of the guys that I have to give kudos to is Alex Hermosi. And if you haven't, if you're anybody in business watching me now and you haven't heard of Alex, go to acquisition.com. You'll thank me later for it. But one of the things, talking about and was writing down, what goes on in your business, and writing down the failures as much as the successes, and what you can learn from them and what you could do differently and things like that. So today I, did the old Amazon thing, and I got same day delivery of 4 of these books. And these are going to be where I'm going to write my business successes, my business failures, and I'm going to keep track of them. And I'm also going to document them here. And so it will be a way that I can, learn from them, can look back. Maybe anybody who's watching this can learn from my failures, my successes, and see what how you can maybe not do some of the things that I've done, and will help you out. And it's definitely going to help me by just talking about it and being clear about what has been going on in my business and sharing it. I'm not. I do get on social and I do uh, let people know, like, this is more, if you look at me now this way, I mean, I'm a t-shirt gal. And so I love t-shirts, and putting on makeup is, all right, I put a little makeup on for this, but I'm not big on the makeup thing. I just, uh, it'll make you feel better looking at me, maybe, but as far as me, it's, I could take it or leave it. But I figured, all right, we'll put a little bit on, and but I didn't want to change my shirt. I was like, you know what, this is who I am, and I can appreciate who I am now at my age in life. So, but this whole thing about learning from mistakes or learning from failures, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start looking at my failures over the last several years. And even in my career, there's a lot I can still that are like crystal clear what happened as far as the negative thing or the failure piece of it, but I don't necessarily remember the leading up to. And so I see why documenting all these types of things would help when it comes to not redoing what you did before. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. I just wanted to record this quick number one podcast of Wendy and her business, and know that I'm going to be writing in this every single day and getting into the habit, which we're going to talk about coming up, is Atomic Habits, which is a great book. If you don't have it, I don't have my copy right here in front of me, but when I talk about it, I will, because I read this great book, love it, and we'll talk about habits and creating habits. And it's, again, changing my life very, very quickly because I started to really write down my habits and, starting to hone in and help me become a better version of me just by the habits that I have and changing them. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you all are making it a great day. And this is Wendy Richmond. This is number one, and of the Results Matter Dental Marketing Agency. And we're going to talk about all the good and the bad and the ugly. All right, you take care. Talk again.